Rinpoche, could you please explain why compassion is so useful and why it's also so difficult?
I think compassion is useful because most of the troubles in the world now, for instance, is happening because there's no compassion, For example, if you look into the history, like all the wars in the world happened either because of too much hatred or too much greed or the feelings were hurt or like some misunderstanding or holding on to something, some ignorant way of looking. And if you had really compassion to each other, then there will be no hatred, there will be no greed. You will be able to share and be kind to each other. So there is no reason to have all these wars. And I think it is almost imaginable that if we all the people became kind to each other today, from tomorrow there will be no conflict. All the conflicts will be finished. So the world can become a totally different place and a most nice place to live on. And the same thing even in one community or one country or one family also, if everybody was loving each other and was compassionate to each other, that would be a very nice and loving and happy family and community and country. So we can see it, we can imagine. Why it's not possible, I don't know. Out of foolishness? I think one big reason is out of foolishness, ignorance. That we think that what I have to do to get myself better is that I have to do it only myself and get everybody knocked down or get out from everybody or try to get things from everybody or so when I think that only my purpose, my welfare, my interest is the only thing that matters, and I have to get that at the at this cost of everybody else's, then I don't get my interest served, and then I create lots of problems with others, and then everybody becomes your enemy, and you become enemy to everybody. You are afraid of everybody. Everybody is afraid of you, and then everybody does that. Then everybody is everybody's enemy, and then everybody is always looking like this, and there is no happiness. So I think it's basically ignorance. That we don't know what's good for us. That how important it is for us to not only do our own thing or our own purpose, but also be kind to others and think about others' purposes and things like that. And then more and more people do that, then I think it will become accepted that way. Because at the moment, if you are compassionate, most people even don't think you are efficient enough. They think that you are no good, you are not strong enough. You're kind of what they sometimes say, you are a kind of, you have no power. You know, you are, you cannot do anything. You are powerless, kind of. You know, they don't recognize your kind nature. They see it as a weakness. So therefore, you know, this idea, this wrong way of seeing, needs to change. Otherwise, people will not. You know, even if you have compassion or kindness, you don't want to show it because people will not appreciate it. People will see it as a weakness. Then, you know, it's no good. You know, it doesn't work. So you have to, even if you have kindness, you have to show you are, you know, tough guy. You know, you have to speak a little bit. You know, I will get rid of them. I'll get them and, you know, deal with them, something like that. You know, so then it becomes like that. So I think it's very important to become aware, the whole world, that how important compassion is, and how, you know, how natural it is, and how, you know, how useful it is, and how strong it is actually. And sometimes, you know, this human nature comes out when there are big tragedies, you know, like in Japan happening. And somebody sent me a mail that somebody wrote from there. Very moving, you know. When everybody is in a very desperate situation, then they really try to help each other, you know, and share. And this I have also experienced. When we were coming out of Tibet, and, you know, when the Chinese attacked us, and then we had absolutely nothing, not even like a cooking pot. You know, once we had been attacked by Chinese, then we lost everything, but we had cooking pots and some things. And then we all had all of them loaded on one mule. And then we were crossing a river, and then that also went away. You know, the mule was carried away by the river. So we didn't even have cooking pots. You know, we couldn't even met hot water. You know, and then we met some people whom, you know, we hardly knew, or we never knew them. They just came and gave everything. You know, just whatever they had, they shared. You know, like that. And, you know, in that kind of a situation, the people can be very, very, you know, kind and, you know, sharing, and, you know, and sometimes even at the risk of their lives, they do these kind of things. This is all over the world, you know. So therefore, there is this good kind of, you know, positive nature, compassion in human beings. But, you know, it doesn't come out very easily, and